how to become the best health professional one can be.
As your friend and theological research assistant, I am happy to help you understand how to become the best health professional. Here are some guiding principles from the provided texts. From the Holy Scriptures, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting get understanding. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15. In all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity. Titus chapter 2 verse 7. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 2. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves. Philippians chapter 2 verse 3. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. Matthew chapter 23 verse 11. Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Christ, let us go on unto perfection, not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works, and of faith toward God. Hebrews chapter 6 verse 1. That the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 17. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. 3 John chapter 1 verse 2. From the writings of Ellen G. White. 1. A health professional must be a diligent and lifelong student, constantly striving for greater skill. The physician who desires to be an acceptable co-worker with Christ will strive to become efficient in every feature of his work. He will study diligently, that he may be well qualified for the responsibilities of his profession, and will constantly endeavor to reach a higher standard, seeking for increased knowledge, greater skill, and deeper discernment. MH 116 paragraph 2. 2. The ultimate goal for every medical worker is perfection, following the example of the greatest teacher. Every physician, every nurse, every helper, who has anything to do in God's service, must aim at perfection, and under the discipline of the greatest teacher the world has ever known, his course must ever tend upward toward this aim. MM 200 paragraph 2. 3. A vital step is to cultivate a personal relationship with Christ, the great physician. They should make it their first business to become personally acquainted with the great physician, that when in the sick room they may recognize his presence and receive his counsel. KC 42 paragraph 6. 4. The highest calling is to serve as a gospel medical missionary, placing God's service first. Become all that the Lord desires you to be, a gospel medical missionary. You are to be not only an increasingly skillful physician, but one of the Lord's appointed missionaries, in all your work placing his service first. CT 490 paragraph 3, LLM 59 paragraph 2. 5. Personal character must be incorruptible, demonstrating purity in thought and action. The physician should be a man of pure mind. If his principles are uncorrupted, he will exert a telling influence in favor of the right. Physicians need to be constantly imbued with the Spirit of Christ. Then they will be pure in thought, in mind, in action. MM 193 paragraph 3. 6. An effective health worker must be a living example of temperance and the principles of health reform. He, the physician, sees that those who are taking the nurse's course should be given a thorough education in the principles of health reform, that they should be taught to be strictly temperate in all things, because carelessness in regard to the laws of health is inexcusable in those set apart to teach others how to live. Tay 169 paragraph 1. 7. A primary duty is to educate people on how to prevent disease. Teach the people that it is better to know how to keep well than how to cure disease. Our physicians should be wise educators, warning all against self-indulgence and showing that abstinence from the things that God has prohibited is the only way to prevent ruin of body and mind. CCH 237 paragraph 1, 9T 161 paragraph 2, ch 135 paragraph 2. 8. Complete dependence on God is essential for true success and skill. You are wholly dependent upon the great physician for the ability and power to do good work. Cling to Jesus. He will give you sharpness of intellect to discern with readiness and steadiness of nerve to execute with precision. 17 Mr 90 paragraph 3, mm 34 paragraph 4. 9. The professional's work extends beyond the physical, caring for the souls of patients as well. You were to be a faithful physician of the souls as well as of the bodies of those under your charge. Had you fulfilled this trust, using aright the talents God gave you, you would not have worked alone. 8T 181 paragraph 1, KC 88 paragraph 1. 10. A focus should be placed on hygienic agencies and natural remedies rather than an over-reliance on drugs. Educate away from drugs. Use them less and less, and depend more upon hygienic agencies. Then nature will respond to God's physicians: pure air, pure water, proper exercise, a clear conscience. MM 259 paragraph 4. 11. To endure the arduous labor of the profession, a physician must maintain personal physical fitness. The duties of the physician are arduous and trying. In order to perform them most successfully, he needs to have a strong constitution and vigorous health. A man that is feeble or diseased cannot endure the wearing labor incident to the physician's calling. MH 135 paragraph 2. 12. The greatest physician is the one who most closely imitates the life and work of Jesus Christ. One thing I know, the greatest work for our physicians is to get access to the people of the world in the right way. There is a world perishing in sin, and who will take up the work in our cities? The greatest physician is the one who walks in the footsteps of Jesus Christ. CME 28 paragraph 1, MM 247 paragraph 5, CH 544 paragraph 3, 7 MR 105 paragraph 4.